Hey, UG Rando here. Wanted to go over a couple of items that we picked up from Bud K, a little bit of ammo. There was a couple of comments on it, like useless, things like this, that people would never use them. And I want to go into why these might be a good idea for somebody with no training at all, but knows how to shoot a gun, especially if you use a 12 gauge for home defense. Now, the drone defense rounds are a little cheesy. I think that's a little bit crazy, don't get me wrong. I do see these as being kind of useless. If you're going to take a drone down, why not just hit it with a 12 gauge buckshot or, you know, some bird shot or something like that to take it down. Would easily take down a drone. I just got these because I wanted to try them out. I thought it was cool and just wanted to test them out, so I picked up a couple of packs. It's not like I would stock up on this kind of ammo. Like I said, if there's drones flying around my property, I'll probably just grab a shotgun and take them out. I wouldn't worry about, you know, saving the drone or anything. You can see here, and this is what got me the most, was this, well, I guess it's upside down, this graph here they made. From the looks of it, it would be kind of hard to gauge these shots, because you could see here between 5 miles an hour and 10 miles an hour, which you might be able to tell the difference between 5 miles and 10 miles. At the same distance, which is 300 feet, would be a difference in 2.3 feet. So that's how far in front of the drone you shoot. If it's moving 5 miles an hour and it's 300 feet away, you shoot 2.32 feet in front of the drone and you'll hit it as it comes into it. Now, when you get up to like 35, 40 miles an hour, that's a lot harder to gauge by eye, you know what I mean? You see a car doing 35, you see a car doing 40, it's hard to tell the difference unless they're side by side, you know what I mean? So, and you can see there's over a 2-foot difference there at where you would aim. And the black shots, by the way, are the all luck shots. You can see the different one: easy shot, marksman, above average, expert, good luck, and all luck. So there's quite a few distances, like 275 feet at 40 miles an hour. You would have to shoot nearly 17 feet in front of the drone to be able to hit it by the time it got to it. So that's an all luck shot, and then the gray ones are the good luck, and then you got your expert. So at 40 miles an hour, it would be hard to hit it anywhere. And you have quite a few different distances there. You can see if it's going to pick it up. There we go. That's how far in front of the drone you have to shoot to be able to hit it at the distance and speed. There's your speeds. There's your distances. I just thought it was kind of cool they added that. I just think it would be hard to gauge if something's doing, you know, 26 miles an hour or 32, whatever, 31. It would be hard to tell the difference between the two. So these were just more bought just so I could test them out. I just want to try them. That's the only reason I bought these. I would not stock up on these or anything, but I just wanted to test them out, so that's why I picked them up. Now these, I do think is a good idea for home defense, if, you know, especially if you're using a 12 gauge. We don't. We both have our EDC guns. That's what we use for home defense as well. Although I would like to add a 12 gauge to the mix. I just don't have one that's short enough to use for home defense. I don't have any sawed-offs or anything, or not sawed-offs, but you know what I mean. Shorter, you know, pistol grip style 12 gauge shotguns. I don't own one. I haven't bought one in quite a while. I did own one, and I ended up giving it to a buddy who needed something for home defense. But if you have kids, these are a good idea, man. You know, if you're slinging 12 gauge rounds inside your house, just look up statistics at how many people have accidentally shot a family member. Now, you shoot a family member with something like this, there's no coming back from that. More than likely, they're going to die. Shoot a family member with that on accident, and these are plastic rods in here with actually, it's got string wrapped around them to keep them from expanding too much. They expand and then they come back down. There's actually a thing in here for it as well. I'll go ahead and show you real quick. But even if it is an actual intruder, if you shoot them with something that's less lethal, they'll probably just want to turn around and run, especially if they hear the clack of a shotgun. That's like universal. Everybody knows that sound. But here you can see the pulse shots. It expands, it holds, and then it contracts. So if you shoot them, potentially you want to shoot them in the yellow. from what I understand anyway. I just thought that was kind of cool, and you can see there what they do. They actually spread out on the ends, and then the string holds them together, and then they come back together as they get closer. Starts off as a slug. I just thought that was kind of cool, but that's my idea behind some home defense. You know, if I was to leave a 12 gauge out at the property for my mother-in-law, which nobody lives with her, but say a family member did come over, she didn't hear them knock, they came in, and she shot them. At least if she shot them with one round, they would scream and let them know who they were on that first round, so she wouldn't even get to the stunner. Now if it's an actual intruder, hit them with the stunner and then immediately hit them with the lethal stopper. I just think that's a good idea for home defense, especially if somebody has no training, like my mother-in-law has no training. You know, you could put a little 12 gauge somewhere in her bedroom and she would feel a little bit more, a little bit safer, I think, you know what I mean? And then this is something to throw in it. You know, you add this, then this, then this. This is going to be your first shot. It's going to be your second shot. This is going to be your third shot. And if she accidentally shoots her sister, who comes over to see her quite often, and she shoots her with the less lethal round, more than likely she's going to survive that. So that's why I think and a lot of people have that thought of why less lethal as the first shot is a good idea, you know. Now I don't do it myself. Like I said, we use our EDC guns. I carry critical defense in mine, so that's what I use for home defense as well. I think 45 would be a good one too, because there's not a lot of penetration on it. You know, you're not going to shoot through the wall and hit somebody on the other side that you're not aiming for. So we really need to amp up our home defense around here and start looking into what we're going to start using at the house, because I really don't want to use my EDC pistol. I do want to get one 12 gauge to add to the mix, and then on top of the EDC pistols and all that good stuff, we should be okay around here. But I just like these rounds, and I do want to test these as well, especially the low brass. I would like to test that, you know, less lethal. This is less lethal. I guess this is just, or this would be considered like non-lethal, even though it is less lethal. Like if you hit somebody, like I said, in the windpipe or the temple with this at close range, you'd probably kill them, as well as this one. But you're less likely to kill somebody with this one than you are with this one if you're shooting them in the chest, especially. And then this one will, you know, like I said, it'll put them down for good. So I just think it's a cool idea, cool concept. We probably won't use them even if we do get a 12 gauge. You know, I feel like I'm safe enough at the house, and I know what my kids sound like. I know what my kids look like. If I ever woke up in the middle of the night and thought there was an intruder, I would check with my kids and make sure my kids were okay before I went after the intruder to begin with. Unless I just opened the door and he was standing there or something, then yeah, I could understand that. But so we don't use these personally, but I do think they're a good idea for somebody who's not around firearms that often, doesn't shoot too often, and just wants something just for home defense. I think this is a good idea. So that's going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching, YouTube.